Hey, welcome to another episode of Disney Dust. It's DisneyDwayne, and yeah, as you can see, they are on my shoulder, or rather, kind of, or at least Dale is, or Chip. We're going to be talking about Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and this epic movie that is straight out to Disney Plus, that is a full-length feature that takes a spin on many things that we know about Chip and Dale, and actually even gives Dale a voice. If I'm not wrong, I think Dale doesn't actually speak right in the series ever, but he has a voice now, and it's interesting. It's Dale and Chip in adult voice, and it actually explains why they are not their usual voices. Although when they do get into their usual voices, the original actors actually play them. The original actors from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, that is. So anyway, this is going to be spoilers, and this is going to be mentions of cameos. I have to say the amount of cameos. Can I just like bow right now, bow to the creators for like all their efforts in making these. I believe it's 300 over Easter eggs, probably cameos that they've put in the movie. Gosh, history and history worth of animated characters. So we'll go through some of them a bit later on. Overall, it's got a very Roger Rabbit feel. Even some of the scoring and the underscoring leans a little bit into that. Of course, it's also crime solving and it's a bit of a mystery. There's a bad guy, and they definitely. I don't like one of my friends said this is definitely not a movie that will be remembered so well. Like it won't be a cult classic after it's done its run. Not like Roger Rabbit, but it is the modern day Roger Rabbit, and I think it probably holds a record for having the most number of cameos. So let's first look at the number of cameos that are in it, or at least some of them that I think are of just a big shock, right? Like we've got He-Man and Skeletor. Oh my goodness. They did get He-Man's face quite a bit wrong, but Skeletor was, how wrong can you get a skull? So that was a surprise. We also see on Disney wise, we see Kronk. I love that. Just a bit of him. His booth is opposite Ugly Sonic's booth. Also, we see, how did they even manage that? We see Shrek, okay, like an actual version of some product. I believe it's a real product, but we see competitor DreamWorks Shrek product in the a Disney movie, which is like quite unheard of. We also even see Alvin and the Chipmunks being mentioned, which is crazy. And of course, that also, when you're thinking about Chip and Dale, Alvin and the Chipmunks comes to mind, right? And so it's quite fun that they acknowledge that. And also Chip and Dale's, the stripper group. It's crazy. We see Flounder, who plays quite a big part. Lumiere also in the movie, and I love it. One of my favorite Disney princesses is Rapunzel, and she makes an appearance too as a live-action doll. Her hair plays a part as well. It's so cute. There's even a section where Seth Rogen, who plays Chip, all his characters appear together, in one scene, including live-action Pumbaa. There's gummy bears. There is like the Polar Express, really bad CGI, and there's even apparently. So okay, first up, you gotta for all the cameos, you want to check out this guy. I'll put a link in his video below. He describes quite a lot of the cameos. I mean, he really knows his stuff. This Australian guy, but he did miss out one or two, which I knew. One of which being the Snorks. It's this old cartoon that I used to watch, and it's like they have like I think they live underwater and they have like a spout, and they're called the Snorks. And I identified that in one of the freeze frames that he showed. It was just so nice that everybody has. I feel like this movie kind of belongs to everyone also because it's like a tribute to the whole decade of decades worth of animated cartoons that we've been watching. And of course, the bootleg versions of things are also amazing. Watch his video for sure. He tells you what's morphed with what. Like you have, I think, Bambi and morphed into Hercules's Pegasus. And there's a version of that, and there's like a amalgamation of like just so many two different characters coming together. Really fun to see. Even the boss has got Transformers and Wreck-It Ralph, and there's just so much going on there. So if this doesn't get into the Guinness Book of Records for cameos, biggest number of cameos in a movie, I don't know what does. Also, just like this in itself is like a copyright lesson, right? Like how do they manage some of these copyrights? Amazing. Okay, so now we move into the story. proper. I think there's really not too much in there. It's really just a really big cameo thing. Like it's almost like an origin story because they're actors, they're real life actors, and it makes all cartoon characters real life actors. Um, but even going back, if this is an origin story, I would like to know actually even more about Chip or Dale's family, which kind of appeared a little bit at the end. I was happy we meet his mom and we see a little bit about his growing up years, but there's still not enough. Like, where's the mom now? What happened? Why were they at that school? It's a wasted opportunity, I feel. And in a strange way, it makes them both very two-dimensional, 2D, even though, Dale's got his 3D upgrade. But yeah, so what did you think of this movie? Did you like it? Are you a big Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers fan? Let me know in the comments below. But overall, yeah, it was such a fun movie for me. Until the next episode, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. Catch you in the next video. Bye.